My name is Tim Eyman from Bellevue, and this bill is a solution in desperate search of a problem. We have had 25 million signatures turned in over the last 25 years, 25 million. During that entire period of time, not a single invalid signature ever counted. Secretary of State makes sure of it. That's their entire job, is focusing on making sure that only a valid signature counts. This bill says perfectly valid voter signatures will be rejected. Entire sheets of petitions filled with valid signatures thrown in the garbage because the person who collected the signature didn't fill out the back. Filling out the back is not going to be easy under this bill. You must print your date, print your name, your address, your city, your state, your zip code, but not good enough. We must go on and swear under penalty of perjury that every person who signed the petition is a valid voter, which is, of course, unknowable. This is a tremendous burden, and for what? To address a problem that doesn't even exist. If that person does not fill out that petition sheet correctly, this bill forces the Secretary of State to throw the sheet in the garbage. There is no way this is justified. In order for this to not violate the basic First Amendment, to be constitutional, you have to find that there's a demonstrable problem in this state. There is none. You're trying to base this on Oregon. In Oregon, when they did this same thing, the average cost to qualify an initiative went from $150,000 to close to $500,000, tripled the cost. It cut by 2/3 the number of initiatives qualifying. The invalid rates went through the roof. Forgery and fraud nearly doubled as a result of it. Do not model yourself on a failure. Stick with the program.
Thank you, Tim. That's great. Thank you.
And I'm happy to answer questions.
We do have a quick question from Senator Short. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I appreciate it. Tim, can you expand on Oregon, just the Oregon model? I think that's germane for what we're talking about here today.
It is. Oregon had some problems in 2000, and so they fixed it in 2002, and things got worse. The average cost to qualify, as I said, was of $149,000 before this thing happened. After this reform happened, it cost an average of $473,000. Right now in the state of Washington, its average is $1.2 million to qualify, meaning that it would be $3.6 million to qualify an initiative in our state. Before these laws, 18 initiatives qualified for the ballot. After they did this stuff, only 6 qualified in 2004. The average invalid rate that everyone's focused on was 17% before they instituted this stuff. The average invalid rate went up to 29%.
Mr. Eyman, if you could quickly wrap up, because we've got a lot of other folks.
I understand. Whether it's a Republican or Democrat Secretary of State, they have a simple job. If the signature is valid, they count it. If it's not valid, they don't count it. This one says perfectly valid voter signatures will not count, and that is nuts.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan.